From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Bengals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MC paint.
It's Mixon on the counter. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Eleven MT.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now Lawrence. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Complete to T. Higgins. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
11.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there.
When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain.
Go now.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball.
Here we go, here we
And what
go.
you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. God.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Gun.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but...
And he's going to go down again. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Being chased out left. Open man is Chase, complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side to Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the 1st and goal.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming.
11.
Here's 3rd and goal.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Slot man moves right. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and a yard, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free possession game.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
11 MT, 11 MT.
at the 38-yard line.
11.
From the 38, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
I'm ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Lawrence will throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
We go!
On play action, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On the 6.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Alpha.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The slot man in motion right.
11 mighty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Gun.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trayvon Walker in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built up the efforts of this defense.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
In motion is Austin Hooper.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12. 12. 11. 12. 11 MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Thomas. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12.
Here's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of perform.